Hello, welcome to my channel. In this lesson, we are going to learn how to simplify exponential expressions. Let's go ahead and do a couple of examples right here. The first example here is x to the third power multiplied to y to the second power all to the 2/3 times x and y to the third. Alright, so to do this problem here, I'm just going to separate them and then look at what I'm having. So I have x to the third power, right? And I'm going to raise that to the exponent, okay? Because they're both in the parentheses, okay? This just looks like the radicand, okay, if I may say. So, and I'm going to raise that to the exponent right here. It'll be 2 over 3. This is just like distributing. So times y to the second power. So I'm now expanding to the 2 over 3 as well. Yes, times, I'm going to get x times y. I'm just going to separate them to the third. Yep, I think I'm good. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. So I am going to collect all the variables that relate. Okay, first I'm going to combine these variables, because this just means x to the power 1. So I am going to get x to the third and to the 2/3 times x. I'm going to multiply by y to the second power to the 2/3, using this one now, times y to the third power. So I'm just going to see how I can clear off the parentheses and just see what I'm dealing with. So we're going to the next step here. So I'm just going to have to distribute by multiplication. So I'm just going to multiply the exponents. X in what? 3 times 2/3 will be 3 times 2 is 6. And then we're going to divide 6 by 3. Okay, we're not going to multiply 3 times 3. So because this is 3 over 1. Yes, it will be 3 times 2, 1 times 3. And that's going to give 6 over 3. Then I still have x to the 1. Okay, times, I'm going to do the same for y. So it'll be 2 times 2 is 4 divided by 1. 1 times 3 will be 3. So I get 4 over 3 times y to the third power. All right, let's keep going. This is nice. All right, so I know that 6 divided by 3 will be 2. So I get x to the second power times x to the power 1. So then I have these results here. So now I have same basis. So what I can do is just rewrite them. Be patient. 4 over 3, all right, times y to the third power. Now to simplify further, this is what I'm going to do. I am now going to combine these two because they have same basis, and then I will add their exponents. Yes, so 2 plus 1. So this is how you do it. This is the process. Right here, I get y, and this is going to be 4 over 3. Again, it's multiplication, so I am going to add the exponents. I just do that 3 as 3 over 1 so that I can work with the exponents better. So here, 2 plus 1 is going to be 3 times. Then to do this math here, I can do 4 over 3 plus 3 over 1, and just do my common denominators. Since I have 3 here, I just multiply by 3, multiply by 3, have common denominators, then 4 over 3 plus 9 over 3. This is what I get. So that I can now simplify the fraction to be 13 over 3. So which means I get y in what? 13 over 3. So this is be your final expression. I just have to be very careful because I don't want my exponent becoming looking like a base. All right, so good. So this is how you would clean up that problem. All right, let's look at another problem. So number 2. Let's take another one, another example. So we have 2x to 3 over 4 divided by y to 1/3. Okay, and then we're looking at, let's say, let's do division this time. divided by x to 1/2 over y to 5/6, like that. Okay, now let's go ahead and simplify this result. So what I get here now is 2x to the 3/4 really over y to the 1/3. Then I know that this will be a time to reverse, invert. So change to multiplication, and then you get a flip. That means y is 5/6, and then divide by x to the 1/2. All right, so this is what we get so far, so good. And we're going to combine and see what is going on. So what I'm going to do is just rearrange this expression so that the x variables can be together. Okay, so which means I would be looking at 2x to 3/4 divided by, I'm just switching the variables around, divided by x to the 1/2 times, I'm going to do y to the 5/6 divided by y to the 1/3. All right, so this is what I'm getting. So now we see that we have same basis of the same variable, okay, all the same variables dividing each other. So what I can do is now subtract, because for division, you will subtract the expression. So now I have 2 in x 3/4. So since I have division here, so I'll just subtract the exponent. So 1/2. So this is the process of simplifying this expression right here. I'm going to keep 2, but then with the variables of x, I will subtract the exponent since we're looking at the division. So times, on the other parts, I will also keep one of the variables for y, and then I will do 5/6, and then subtract 1/3 from that. Okay, this result is looking nice. And then I get 2x. Now, if I subtract 3/4 minus 1/2, let me do it somewhere. So 3/4 minus 1/2. Again, this is going to lead to common denominators. Okay, so I'm just going to multiply 2 by 2 to make 4, and let's multiply by 2. So that means I get 3/4 minus 2/4. So 3/4 minus 2/4 is clearly going to be 1/4. That means I get 1/4 for the exponent of x. For y, I'm still going to do the same. So I'm going to do 5/6 minus 1/3. And that result is going to give, again, I need common denominators. I'll multiply by 2 on the numerator. That's going to be 5/6 minus 2/6. So 5/6 minus 2/6 would just be 5 minus 2, which is 3. And 3 divided by 6, 3 divided by 6 will be 1/2. All right, so that means for the y exponent, I'll just transfer that to 1/2. So this is what we get as the final result. So if I wanted to change this result to radical form, it can become 2 times the 4th root of x multiplied by the square root of y. Something like that. Okay, so and this looks good. So if I wanted to make sure that x and y stay on the same radical sign, I will have to increase the exponent for y for that to happen. So which means I can actually write that as 2 and 4th root of x and y to the second power. So I just have to increase y to the second power in order to allow y, uh, you know, and go in the 4th root, because you have this square root of y. So if I wanted, I could do that, but it may not be necessary. So it may just be enough for you to leave your final answer like this, yes, or like this. But it is good to leave your final answer this way. Again, this result here, number 1, can also be written as x to the 3rd power, and then the cube root of y to the 13th power. Okay. I hope this is a little helpful, and I will see you in the next video.